Grace unending, love so deep, in His promises we live.
Hello?
Do you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Rouhi, how are you?
الحمد لله كيف حالك؟
I'm fine, thank you. We are thankful for the Lord that we have you back. And today we hope that all of us, Christians, Muslims, Buddhas, Hindus, atheists, they will get the benefit of this meeting. I hope you have, I hope you did eat and you are good to go.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
All right. You know, my friend Rouhi, some people they are asking me because we don't have your full name. They said, who is Sheikh Rouhi? Even one of them, he said, Sheikh Rouhi is not even a Muslim. He is claiming that you are not a Muslim. So what do you say to those Muslims who they are saying that you are not a Muslim?
What? I am not a Muslim?
Well, one of them owns to God. He called me. It's recorded there. You know, you can check it out. He called me and he said that you are like you are hired by me. You know, I paid you money to come and you are acting as a Muslim, but you are not. This is what he said. You believe it?
It is a big lie.
Yeah. So, you know, what do you want to say to those who, before we start, for those who they are saying you are not a Muslim, as I heard, you know, that you have a PhD, right? Hello?
Cut in voice.
Yeah.
Hello, I hear you.
Yeah. I was introducing to them. I told them that Sheikh Rouhi, he have a PhD in you know, and he is a sheikh and he is a very well-known person in Paltalk. But if you like to introduce yourself before we start, go ahead, please.
Cut in voice.
Sheikh, do you hear me? Do you like to introduce yourself before? Yeah, Sheikh, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I hear you.
Do you like to introduce yourself before we start? For those Muslims who would like to know you better.
Yes.
Well, go ahead, please.
I am a doctor from Azhar. I can tell you about myself.
Maybe they want to know your full name, if you don't mind. So Dr. Rouhi is a doctor from Azhar University. You just heard him saying that, confirming that. What is your field, Dr. Rouhi? What you graduate with what from Azhar University?
In Sharia.
In Sharia. So he is a person who have a PhD in Sharia law. That's wonderful. All right. Do you like to say your full name, Dr. Rouhi, or you don't want to mention? It's up to you.
No, later, my friend.
No problem. Dr. Rouhi, I'm not going to ask you any question. You are our guest. So I'm going to ask you, what do you like me to ask you? Give me the question you like me to ask you, and I will give it to you back.
What? I don't understand.
What do you like me to ask you? I'm not going to ask you a question of my choice. What is your favorite question you like to be asked? Like something you can really explain very well because you know everything about it.
First, thank you a lot for it.
Sheikh, let me call you back because the voice is cutting for some reason. Let me give you a call back. Hold on, maybe that will fix. Let me call you back in a second. All right, Sheikh?
Yes, I will restart.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Because somehow it's cutting. Do you have many programs running in the background of your computer? Maybe there's many because you are in Egypt.
One minute, my.
Yeah.
1 minute, my friend.
No problem. Take your time. All right. So as you heard, guys, he confirmed that he is a PhD person from Azhar University. For those who do not know, The Azhar University is the highest university in the world to teach about Islam. Me myself, I did not get my degree from the Azhar University. I got it from different school. Have nothing to do with this university. However, my experience with people who graduate from Islamic University, you learn nothing. And today we are going to prove it. All right. Tell him to close the window. Okay. Please invite your friends. We have only 215 people. Like, come on. If a girl, she is doing unboxing for her t-shirt, she will get 500. Go on YouTube and you will find the girl, she is doing unboxing for what? For lipstick. She have 5,000 people watching live. I mean, come on. All right, let us call him back. He's back on air. All right, Sheikh.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I hear you, Sheikh.
Hello.
I hear you, my friend.
How the voice now?
It is good.
Cutting?
It is good. Go ahead. It's good.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. We are listening.
Oh, okay. First, thank you for a lot for your polite. May Allah bless you. Truly, I am glad to meet you and discuss with you. But يعني in also for those who follow us and don't speak English, I suggest that you ask your question in Arabic, then you ask your question in English, and I'll answer you in Arabic, then I'll answer you in English, because a lot of people ask me to do that. If this is possible.
Is it possible? You are in your room in Paltalk, right? You have a room in Paltalk open. Is that what's happening or what?
Now,
no.
Now it is closed, my room.
Oh, okay. Because you know, if we wanna say the thing twice, maybe we can do other debate just in Arabic, me and you know, for the same topic or anything else. Let us focus here in Arabic and English, because everybody listening now is English-speaking people. However, feel free to speak in Arabic if you have to, or to read something or to quote something, no problem, and we translate. Is that all right?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, my friend.
Oh, all right. Okay. In the last debate, now we are talking about نسيان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Okay.
All right.
I said for me it is authenticated يعني authenticated hadith. Why? Because many of scholars not take every hadith who contradict with Quran, even if this hadith was in Bukhari.
Mm-hmm.
Not this hadith personally, but even every hadith contradict with the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
According to the other scholars whom take every hadith in Bukhari, even it was this hadith contradict with the Quran, they solved the contradiction by saying this verse was written in the Quran, and all companions were recite it. I mean, verse that the Prophet heard the man read it at night.
Okay.
And in this moment, when this man read it, in the night, this ayah was absent from him, from the Prophet Muhammad. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has remembered it. It is case like when we see a dream at night, then in the morning we forget it, but we are remembering it immediately when we see this sign reminds us of it. So this face was absent from him but has not erased of his mind. So forgetting has here is because his mind is preoccupied with something else. Also, scholars said, according to prophets, forgetfulness after informing people is possible, but forgetting before informing people is impossible because when he informs people,
Yeah, put yourself and don't disturb so nobody bother you in Pal Talk.
okay. I said no, but forgetting before informing people is impossible because when he informs people, they recite it immediately and it will be written also immediately. Maybe you know when God revealed Quran to the Prophet, he was calling the writers to write it right away. So it is impossible to forget any verse of the Quran. So I say briefly, the scholars said that of the prophets, forgetfulness is possible with two conditions. The first condition, he forgets after he informs people, but forgetfulness before informing people don't happen by no means. The second condition, prophet's forgetfulness doesn't continue, but he must remember it either from himself or from others because God said, indeed it is we who send down the Quran and indeed we will be its guardian. The evidence was the man read the ayah or the verse which the prophet was forgetting it. Not only the man was recited, but all companions doing that beside all Quran was written.
All right.
This is my answer. يعني.
Okay. So Sheikh Rouhi, as this is your answer. I'm glad that you corrected yourself because last time you said that this hadith is weak, but the fact it's not, and you just agreed that this is not a weak hadith. Okay, this is a sahih hadith. Thank you for that. Now here what you said that this is that the forgetting happened after the prophet he gave the Quran to the people. Obviously yes, because how the guy he will know about it if the prophet did not mention it, right? So obviously it happened after the prophet he mentioned the Quran to others. But here we have a problem is if Allah he said to me and you, and if Allah is God, he is the Almighty, if he say you will never forget, that's mean you will never forget. And it doesn't, he didn't say you will not forget temporarily or permanently. He said you will be giving Quran and you will not forget the Quran. And when God he says you will not, it's mean you will not. It's mean the word not is not option. It is a must. You will not forget. This is a promise of God. What is confirmed in this hadith, which you confirmed yourself that this is a true hadith, that the prophet he forgot verses and chapters, not only a verse or two or a sentence, verses and chapters. And here we need to ask ourselves, if God is almighty and he made a promise, is this God capable of keeping his promise? Number two, why Allah did not remind Muhammad instead of this guy? I mean, this guy is a man. He himself, he might forget something, he might add something, he might, add a word to the verse. So your prophet now is taking the Quran from this man because totally he forgot it. It is the man who remind him about it, which means he have no idea that he said that before. When I say you remind me, your prophet, he did not say, oh, you remind me to do something, I forgot to go to the market, or you remind me to go and visit somebody. And this is not what he said. He forgot verses and words and chapters of God. Now here, is that because Allah did not keep his promise, or because Allah, he promised him not to forget, but Allah in purpose caused him to forget because he want to test Muhammad in something? Maybe he want to test Muhammad if he is a person who is trustworthy. Because until now, as you know, you Muslims, you believe that nothing happened except by the will of Allah, correct? It is Allah will.
Yes.
So if Allah will, if this is happened by the will of Allah, that means Allah is the one who made him forget. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of Allah? And Allah did not make him forget to eat. No, he did not make him forget to visit his cousin. No, he made him forget something extremely important in touch of the life of the believers and their future. Because as you know, based on the teaching of the Quran, you Muslims are saved because the Quran will guide you. So when the prophet, he forgot the Quran, why Allah, he made the prophet forget the Quran temporarily? What is the purpose of this forgetting? Because you believe that everything happened by the will of Allah. The mic is yours. Go ahead, my friend.
I said, my friend, I said, to me, it is not authenticated hadith.
For you it's not, but for the scholars it is it? For the scholars it is. Okay.
Why? Because every hadith is contradict with Quran. I don't take it if they in Bukhari, but I answer you according to the scholars that take every hadith in Bukhari. As to me, it is not a true hadith.
Yeah, but this does not contradict the Quran, because the Quran says that Allah will cause the Quran to be forgotten. You forgot? You see, the Quran says in different chapter, and I mentioned that to you last time, it's chapter 2 verse 106, it says وَمَا نَسَخُ مِنْ آيَةٍ أَوْ نُنْسِهَا نَأْتِي بِخَيْرٍ مِنْهَا أَوْ مِثْلِهَا. So Allah in the Quran, he mentioned already that we will cause the Quran to be forgotten. So where is the contradiction? The contradiction is Quran contradicting Quran, not the hadith contradicting the Quran, because the Quran confirmed that Allah will cause Quran to be forgotten. And if you remember, I asked you before about this verse. Allah will cause to be forgotten to who? You said the Prophet.
No.
Yes. So where is the contradiction here? The contradiction is not between the hadith and the Quran. The contradiction is between the Quran and the Quran, because I hope you will not say the Quran is weak, because the one verse in the Quran says we will give you Quran and you will not recite, will not forget, and the other verse in the Quran says we will give you Quran and you will make you forget. So which one is valid?
Yes. As the verse that said ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها. We don't abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, except that we bring forth one better than it or similar to it. Do you not know that Allah is over all competent. Another translation, for whatever sign we change or eliminate or cause to recede into oblivion, we bring forth a better sign or one or a better sign, one that is identical. Do you not know that God has power over all things? I said in this ayah, there are three famous views in abrogation. Abrogation, the recitation with keeping rule. Abrogation, the rule with keeping recitation. Abrogation, the rule with the recitation together. Do you understand me?
My friend,
This,
in case you do not know, I have a degree in Islam too. I have a bachelor degree. So I know exactly what you are talking about, but this is not our topic. Our topic is not about abrogation, because the verses speak about abrogation and forgetting. So our topic is not abrogation. Leave the abrogation alone. Allah said, we will cause you to forget the Quran. وَمَا نَنْسَخُ مِنْ آيَةٍ أَوْ نُنْسِهَا. We cause you to be forgotten. So our topic here about the forgetting part, not about the abrogation. So let us separate them. How Allah He says, I will cause you to forget in one verse. He is the one who is causing the forget, to forget. And the other verse saying, I will give you Quran and you will never forget. That is the contradiction. I'm not talking about the abrogation. Abrogation is a different story. Go ahead.
yes. You see that the speech in this ayah is directed to the Prophet, because if the speech was directed to the Prophet, Allah must say, ما ننسخ من آية أو نجعلك تنساها, or cause you to be forget it. But the verse is not said that, but said ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها. We don't abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten. It is mean in this ayah, it is means that God erasing the old meaning of verses and confirming new meaning according to the evolution of the time or evolution of the period, so the people will be forgetting the old meaning, then they are taking the new meaning that is suitable to them. This is meaning was taken from forgetfulness. Allah says, أو ننسها, or cause to be forgotten. The second meaning for يعني النسخ هنا, no abrogation, but prorogation. Do you understand me? Do you know the difference between abrogation and the difference between prorogation? There is a reverse meaning between two words. This meaning was taken from the recitation that saying ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسئها. هناك ننسئها, because meaning of النسء is prorogation. So in Arabic we said, may God prorogation moment of your death. This is the meaning of abrogation. You said it is not as the old opinion or the old saying that نسخ التلاوة وبقاء الحكم, أو نسخ الحكم وبقاء التلاوة, ونسخ الحكم والتلاوة معا. I want to clear this thing. Do you know how this triple division came from? It came from human nature. In every mind of us, there is motivation to this triple division. For example, we said couple in the house or couple outside the house, or one of them is in the house and the other is outside the house.
Mhm.
There is no fourth possibility. And as well, when we say abrogation, the recitation with keeping rule, abrogation, the rule with keeping recitation, rules abrogation with the recitation together. Then the scholars researched in the Quran and bring us one example at least for every sort. It is so forgetfulness. يعني also there is another meaning of forgetfulness in this ayah. That means there is two rules for one things. Then Muslim will take the suitable rule according to the place that he lives in it, or according to the time that he lives in it. That meaning came from النسخ in Arabic. In Arabic we said نسخت الكتاب. It means that I copied one book from another book, or I wrote one book from another book. That's not mean that then the original book became conciliated, but means there is two copies ready to use according to our need. This is my opinion, and their scholars said in this ayah.
All right.
ننسها.
That's wonderful. You see, my friend, Arabic is your first language. Arabic is my first language, and there's a huge difference between nunsi and nasa'a. The word nasa coming from the word forgotten. This is why all your Muslim translation is saying forgotten, not to like pre-post or repost later. This is not about something he would do later. However, if you go to book Al-Qurtubi, here you will find the problem, and your prophet was trying to solve it. I don't know if you have the book of Al-Qurtubi with you. You will see that the Jews, they accused your prophet that he is ordering the Muslims things he never even said. And your prophet, he confirmed that he is, yes, you know, he is ordering the Muslims. Nowhere in the Quran it says he's making rules. And your prophet, he is, all what he is saying, oh, Allah gave me rules, but he made me forget the Quran. But don't worry, he will make a Quran better than the rules, or let us say he will make Quran instead of the Quran which I forgot. Because the Jews, they are challenging him. Where is the verses you are saying you gave them to do this and this? You did not give them anything, so you are making up rules. I don't know if you have the Al-Qurtubi with you. If we go there, it says قوله تعالى ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها عطف على ننسخ وحذفت الياء, etc. This is for Arabic. And then he continues saying, and then they said إن محمدا يأمر أصحابه بشيء ثم ينهاهم عنه فما كان هذا القرآن إلا من جهته ولهذا يناقض بعضه بعضا. So Muhammad, to solve this problem, because they accuse him, that the Jews, they accuse him, and the Arab, they accuse him, that Muhammad is bringing things he did not even receive from his God. Where is bringing this? And he is contradicting himself. One day he says something, the other day he says something else. But where we can find that the Quran, where we can find the Quran saying what he just said? So Muhammad, he did not confirm, he did not say, oh, you are lying, it's not the case. No, he agreed with them. He agreed with them, and he said, Allah, he caused me to forget the Quran. However, Allah will bring me something better or similar. He did not say, oh no no, you know, like because it says here nunsiha, nunsiha caused to be forgotten, not we will delay it. This is not the word nasa'a, this is the word nunsi, unless the Quran is written wrongly. Same time, you can go right now to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, and I'm sure you are aware of this book very well, and you will see more explanation about this. So your prophet was coming with statements does not even fit with his Quran. And actually, you Muslims, one of the things about Muslims that they accept what Muhammad said over what the Quran said. As an example, the Quran allowed the mut'ah. Muslim Sunni, they said, and you are a Muslim Sunni, believe that the mut'ah was abrogated by a hadith. If I am in the time of the Prophet and I will say to him, how I can accept you abrogating something Allah allowed? Who is the one is higher, the Prophet or God? For sure you will say it is God who is higher. So how a prophet he can sign a paper from his office deleting, abrogating what is signed by God himself? That does not make sense. So this is just an example about what was happening in the time of Muhammad. Muhammad, he says something have nothing to do with the Quran, and then when they accuse him that he is making things up, he said, oh, hold on, yes, Allah did not give me Quran, but don't worry, Allah, whatever he abrogate, because I'm abrogating as I wish, and whatever I did not even mention that this is abrogation because Allah caused me to forget. However, don't worry, be happy, Allah is going to give me something similar and better. And that is an act of a person who is not presenting God. This is somebody is fabricating things. Your mic, my friend.
It is not true story, and it is not true in that you said in Qurtubi, wrote in Qurtubi, and Asbab and Nuzul is always came to solve a problem that explainer don't or can solve it. It is not true.
But my friend, hold on. I'm giving you time. But what do you mean not true? Are you saying I did not, or the Al-Qurtubi did not say that, or you are not agreeing with him?
No, Al-Qurtubi says that.
Okay,
Say
okay.
that,
Because I thought you are accusing me of
is-
lying or something. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
No.
All right.
Al-Qurtubi, yes, you are true. You are right. يعني
All right.
read what this in Qurtubi, but it is not true, because أسباب النزول is always came to solve يعني problem that the مفسرين don't solve it.
Okay.
Now to see ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها. So look what Allah said after this verse. Said, or do you want to ask your messenger as Musa was asked before? أم تريدون أن تسألوا رسولكم كما سئل موسى من قبل. After this ayah. Why? Because the wisdom of this kind of abrogation for facilitation to the Muslim in order not to fall him into the embarrassment as happened to Jews before. So ننسها in this ayah. What meaning of ننسها? Make people forget this ayah. Why? Because يعني we can now I take you example. I take you example to clear this problem. Now look at this verse. the hour has come near and the moon has split. What this means? It means when the moon is split by the human, how is the moon is split by the human? The moon is split by the human when the human reaching the moon by spaceship. It is like as the knife when it's split one watermelon into two parts and we see what in it. But you will be notice that the old meaning of this ayah is correct
Mm-hmm.
according to the ancient time when the Prophet Muhammad said this ayah. So both meaning are true in this time because the Quran keeps pace with the times or goes with every time. Quran like universe, his discovers don't stop until the day of resurrection. We can likening the Quran by river. You are see the river full of flowing water, but it not the same flowing water which was flowing out a few days ago because he is not sitting down. The water not stay, but always change. The river always refresh itself by itself. In spite of this, it is the same river which was from the very beginning. So it is impossible for the interpreter to explain the Quran and then close the doors of interpretation. This what I want to say
All
in
right.
this ayah.
All right. Well, you know, what you said to me, Dr. Rohi, is very interesting because you are saying that those, you know, we cannot close the door of interpretation, but those who give interpretation, the more closer you are to the time of the prophet, the more accurate because you were not there and you don't even know the background. So, and you just said, and I think everybody heard it clearly, you said that the book of Asbab al-Nuzul was made to solve problems, but isn't it all the interpretation in Islam is made to solve problems because you Muslims are so confused about what the Quran is saying? And this is why, which means the Quran is making problems, not solving problems. When you say to me, those books are made to solve problems, that mean Quran is the problem, and it is so confusing to the point we need scholars to solve the problem. But then the scholars, they try to solve the problem, they make the problem more horrible. And now you are saying to me, oh, I don't agree with Al-Qurtubi, but you know that Al-Qurtubi is a big name in Islam. You don't agree with Ibn Kathir, but Ibn Kathir is a big name in Islam. You don't agree with that At-Tabari, you don't agree with etc. So what we do now in this generation, anything will look embarrassing, will look really bad, and the prophet will look bad by those books. So what we will say, either we say it is weak, or we say, oh, you know, they are wrong, or we say, oh, we cannot close the door of interpretation. So now you have to recreate a new interpretation for something you yourself you are not sure of. Same time, you need to ask yourself and you need to give us an answer. Why in the world the Muslims they will lie about this? I mean, the one who wrote the books of Asbab al-Nuzul or Qurtubi or Tabari or Ibn Kathir, those are Muslims and they are scholars. This is not a Christian prince. This is not a guy who is an Arab Christian who said, oh, let us say make up stories. As you see here in front of me in the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, it says the adulterers, they say, don't you see that Muhammad command his companions with something and then forbid them with some same and command them to the exact opposite? I mean, isn't it obvious? I mean, why in the world you say something and then you command the opposite? As an example, the muta. The muta, it is a bad thing to practice. How in the world somebody he claimed that he is following the same God of Abraham and the same God of Moses, he allowed his men to go and rent women for sex, and then he changed his mind, and then he make, you know, he make a statement, but he did not give Quran, because even the verse you give, we are talking about, my friend, the one we are talking about in chapter 2, that Allah will cause Quran to be forgotten and he will give you something better or similar, which mean based on the Quran you cannot abrogate the Quran except by the Quran, because you are the one who just said to us none of our revelation, none, the word here is so clear, none, which mean not even one of the revelation of Allah, but is going to abrogated by who? By us, Allah. Do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten? But we substitute, not Muhammad. So the verse here confirm that all the belief of the Muslims that hadith can abrogate the Quran is false, and that mean any behavior is coming from your prophet about the abrogation or causing to be forgotten is just to cover a problem, as you said. Muhammad always, he, and excuse me, I'm not saying the word Muhammad to insult, you know, we Christian, we call Jesus Jesus, we don't say peace upon him, so this is not an insult. So here Muhammad is creating a verse to cover a problem, which is he been accused that he is he's fabricating things. He did not even say it. His God never told him. Where do you get these rules from? Your God says something to you in the morning, afternoon you say something else. And you see, your prophet did not say it's not true. He confirmed it. He said, yes, this is true. I say something in the morning and then I change my mind after. Why? Because Allah, none of what Allah revelation is abrogated or caused to be forgotten. So he add the word forgotten to cover other problem. Here he is covering two things. Number one, why he keep changing his mind. Number two, why he is forgetting what he said. Because he can just say none of our revelation is abrogated, but we give something better. But here you will notice that your prophet saying none of our revelation it is abrogated or caused to be forgotten. And this is not about delaying verses, because you know that your God, he speak Arabic very well. Nunsiha have nothing to do with delaying verse. This is not a nasi. A nasi is something different about the delay. So this is about something he confirmed that he forgot. And this is why Muhammad, he come with something new. He said, okay, Allah, he gave me the Quran in 7 letters. And we will talk about that, you know, if you like. But the books which I am quoting for you, those are not Christian books, those are your scholars. And your scholar confirming, even though you don't agree with them, that your prophet, he changed his mind. And this is what they accuse him about. And this is why he made this verse. And here I want to ask you, Sheikh Rouhi, before I give you the mic back, how Allah will make something better? I mean, God is God. You know, I don't know if you heard of my books. You know, I have many books in Amazon. Imagine I'm saying, my book, I'm going to take a book. I'm going to write better book than this. This is possible for a human being because he improved maybe his English, he improved his knowledge, he learned more. But we are talking about God. So how God is going to cause you to forget something, and then he will do something better or similar. So what the point? Better, that's mean Allah will, he will make Quran better than the Quran. Similar, that's mean there's no point, because you just said it's the same. So why you are deleting and why you are for causing us to forget something, you will make the same of it, simply because Muhammad, he cannot repeat the same statement twice. So he's saying to them, Allah, yes, I forgot the Quran, but Allah will give me something better and similar. It's like in Arabic, you know, it says, okay, I lost. Okay, you know what? I lost. Yeah, I lost. But you know what? I promise you that tomorrow we will have a better house. Like my house is burned, my house is destroyed, but I promise you tomorrow our house will be better, and the worst scenario is going to be similar. So what kind of Quran this Quran is saying? You supposedly, it's not your prophet saying that, it is God, but obviously it is your prophet making up this verse saying Allah will give me something similar or better, because that is against the nature of God. God don't make something better than what God made already. God, he is perfect, and when you say that God will make something better than what God he made, that's mean this God is having an improvement in his life. He have an improvement of a quality. How Allah can make a better Quran than the Quran? Go ahead, my friend.
Thank you, dear. أسباب النزول not all أسباب النزول is true. Mistake of some interpreter make some يعني what now ننسيها أو when you say that God change his mind, no, it is what is suitable to the time or suitable to the place. So not our time is suitable to the ancient time. So it means that God erasing the old meaning of verse and confirming new meaning according to the evolution to the time or evolution to the period. So the people will be forgetting the old meaning, then they taking the new meaning that is suitable to them in their time. Now, when you said muta and that God allow muta, then he forbid that. No, it is a big mistake. You are thinking that Islam is prescribed muta, while much was known before Islam. Before Islam, there was 15 sort of marriage. Example, البدل، زواج المضاهاة، زواج الشغار إلى آخره. It is يعني when Islam came, people left all those sort but remain one sort is mut'ah. Then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbids mut'ah's marriage. يعني look at يعني المتعة everything. When your first you said to me your first language is Arabic. If you return to the dictionary and read التمتع أو المتعة, what meaning of متعة? Everything you pick up for your rest, like as food, home, furniture. It is in the dictionary. So the meaning of التمتع is not relish, but it is you pick up for your rest like food, home, furniture. This is what some people don't understand what the mut'ah. But all mufassirin as-sunnah, all interpreter on sunnah forbid and not said this is first talking about mut'ah. So not a problem in this.
You're done?
Okay, yes.
All right. My friend, you see the purpose of the muta is there is about enjoying their body. What do you mean? Like, you know Arabic, I know Arabic. Yes, I enjoy going to the beach, I enjoy eating food, I enjoy hearing music, but this is not what the verse is about. So this is different story. We are talking about enjoying it. What it is their private part, and you have to pay for it. For what? For enjoying their private part. And this is not a marriage, my friend, because marriage have to be about making a family. This is the purpose of it, is not making a family. And you know the story very well. You are a person who have a PhD in from Azhar University. That two guys, they approach your prophet and they said to him, well, we are here and we are like, we need women. So the prophet, he says, go, and he point his fingers at a bunch of women and he said, go and enjoy them. He did not go and say go and marry them. He said go and enjoy them. And then the two guys, they went there and they asked those girls to sleep with them in return of offering them clothing and money. So this is an exchange of service, have nothing to do with marriage. And you know that the muta is a preset date. One of the conditions, the major condition of the muta is which is a sexual pleasure, that you have to say how much you will pay. You have to mention for how long. And then the other person, which is the female in this case, she agree with you about the period and the time and the money. And when both of you reach that agreement, she is lawful for you. So if a man and a woman, they agree to sleep together for one night stand, let us say from 10 to 10, 24 hours. When the hour became 10 in the second day, this marriage, or what you call it marriage, is not exist no more. There's no need for divorce. So how we can call it marriage? This is not marriage. This is a contract of sexual activities, hiring women for the sake of enjoying their body. And not only that, according to the muta rules, and you have a PhD in Islam, a woman who is marrying this man, she inherit nothing of him. She cannot inherit him because she is just a muta. Actually, there is many books they say that this is istijar, this is rent. It's renting women. So what do you mean when you say to me that the Arab before Islam, they used to do that? Actually, by the way, I have a book, is just published in Amazon, speaking about the whole topic about that issue, not necessarily the muta, all the sexuality in Islam. What do you mean when you say that the Arab used to do muta and Allah allow it at that time? I mean, okay, was Musa allowing muta? Was Jesus allowing muta? Who is the word when allow muta, and how Allah agree with the kuffar? Because this is not right, and you know that, and I am sure you will not allow any of your family to practice it. And as long it was okay for Allah at that time, what happened? I mean, why at that time it was okay, later it became not okay? I know you will tell me, oh, the prophet, he came in step by step, but this doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, adultery is no. Is not step by step. Killing is no. Lying is no. There's no step by step. God don't compromise. We are talking about God Almighty. We are not talking about a guy going to the bazaar trying to get some goods in the better price. And here when we mention that Allah, he said something better, can you tell me what is better than the muta? Allah never give muta better. Allah never send a verse to abrogate the muta. So how you Muslims abrogate the muta when Allah never abrogate the muta? It was your prophet who made that verse after actually he allowed him to do muta. And this is one of the things about your prophet, how he allowed the muta before the verse. Because this verse came after he told those two guys, go and practice the muta. So imagine here that, as you said, and I like what you said Al-Qurtubi and At-Tabari and Asbab al-Nuzul, those books, they came to solve a problem. Thank you very much. Well, the prophet is doing the same exactly. He says something and then people, they started questioning what he is doing. So right away after that, your prophet, he bring a verse to solve the problem. And let me ask you, my friend, what is muta? Isn't it illegal prostitution? Go ahead.
Thank you. Uh, you said that Sharia al-Islam, law of Islam, rule of Islam came step by step. It is true, step by step. Then he said in Muslim about mut'ah, O people, I had permitted you to contract temporary marriage with women, but Allah has forbidden it now until the day of resurrection. So he who has any woman with his tape of marriage contract, he should let her off and don't take back anything you have given to them as a door. This what the Prophet said about mut'ah. Then mut'ah be don't allow, as the Prophet said, as the day of resurrection. Now الأجرة أو meaning of الأجرة in يعني فآتوهن أجورهن is recompense, not fair or rent or wage. No. You thought that الأجرة it is mean fair or rent or wage. No, it is wrong. God said in the Quran فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم. Arabic people saying أجرك الله يعني أثابك. Not it is fair, not it is rent, not it is wage. So when Omar ibn al-Khattab said when he was Khalifat al-Muslimin, said, "O people, truly Prophet Muhammad allow mut'ah, then forbid it for us." This is about mut'ah. This was in the ancient time before Islam, and when Islam came, he forbid this as he forbid wine and other thing. He is take people step by step because people wasn't know a lot about God. Then he forbid it as I read to you, all people, I had permitted to you to contract temporary marriage with women, but Allah has forbidden it now until the day of resurrection. So he who has any woman with this type of marriage contract, he should let her off and don't take back anything you have given to them. This is about mut'ah in Islam. My cures.
All right. You see, Sheikh, the problem is, I don't know, when you say to me, I speak Arabic and you speak Arabic, but look like we are speaking about different Arabic. You give me an example saying that Allah, he says that Allah will give reward, ujur. But this is a reward in the heaven, that to go in heaven. We are talking about here getting the woman money. You see, if the word ujur in the Quran, when it speak about women, is not about paying them money, then you can give me example about Allah will give you reward and Allah will reward you for the good deeds you do. But this is not the case. We are talking about payment, money, jewelries. We are not talking about a reward of God in heaven. So this is totally different story. I look like he dropped. Okay, we will call him back. He's offline.
In His mercy, we are made whole. Christ set you free. New beginnings now we see. Living waters overflow our soul. With every breath we glorify His name. He lifts the broken, heals the lame. The cross has conquered fear and shame. We stand forgiven, free from blame. No higher love, no greater King. In Christ alone, new life begins. Christ set you free. Chains are broken, hearts redeemed. In His mercy, we are made whole. Christ set you free. New beginnings now we see. Living water overflow our soul. No more sorrow, no more shame. We are covered by His name. Grace